Hello, my name is Leo and welcome to another reading of the Elder Scrolls. Today I'm going to be reading The Cake and the Diamond by Athrin Mineral. Full disclosure, I'm drunk. This is another drunk Elder Scrolls reading. I didn't do a lot of readings this week. I feel like the last reading that I did, which was probably the last one that came out, was probably also a Saturday night where I was also drunk. Every time I get off work, I'm like, oh, I should do a book reading. I'm sitting at the computer. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna go home. Anyway, The Cake and the Diamond. This book that appears so often in Skyrim. It's not funny. It's in every single house. I was in the rat in the pot, a foreigner quarter club in Alderan, talking to my fellow rats. Shouldn't rats be in quotation marks? Yeah. When I first saw the woman. Now, Breton women are fairly common in the rat in the pot. As a breed. That's a breed? Really? That's where you're going? I assume this is from the, with the name like Athrin, I assume this guy is Dunmer. And he's talking about them white women. Alright, I need a drink. Can I make another drink now? I don't see why not. Anyway, as a breed, they seem inclined to wander far from their perches in High Rock. Old Breton women, however, are not so I'm not sure if I have the soberness to actually say that word. Migration. Yeah, that's the noun. Migrationary? Migrationary. Where's the rest? I'm sorry, I lost my space. I'm not so migrationary. Oh, okay. And the wizened old biddy. What? The wizened old biddy drew attention to herself. Wandering about the room, talking to everyone. Okay. It's been a while since I've read/heard the word biddy used to refer to a woman. I think that's what it means. Yeah. The wizened old woman drew attention to herself because they usually don't, leave High Rock. Right. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Sure. Nimloth and Oedad were at their usual places, drinking their usual stuff. I, of course, am drinking my usual stuff, which is rum and coke. Should buy a bowl of sake one of these days. It's been a while since I've had some sake. Trouble is, when I buy sake, I buy the cheapest fucking sake I can find because why would I spend too much money on sake? And it's not really that good. I mean, I buy the cheapest rum I can find too, but it's rum and coke, so the coke, sort of masks the cheapness of the rum. Rum is rum, whatever, you get drunk, I guess. Anyway, Oda was showing off a prize he had picked up in a some illicit manner, a colossal diamond, large as a baby's hand. Baby's hand is kind of small. And clear as spring waters. Not big as my hand. You know what I say about big hands. Anyway, I was admiring it when I heard the creaking of old bones behind me. Okay, that's a bit much, don't you think? Okay, she's an old woman, alright, but her bones don't literally creak. Was she a skeleton? Good day to you all, friends, said the old woman. My name is Arabelle Chitterit, and I'm in need of financial assistance to facilitate my transportation to Rednina. I don't know where that is. You'll want to say the temple for charity, said Nimrith curtly. I'm not looking for charity, said Abel. Abel. I'm looking to barter services. Don't make me sick, old woman, laughed Oden. Did you say your name was Abel Chitterit? I asked. Are you related to Arabelle Chitterit, the High Rock alchemist? What? It's the same name. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. Exactly. What the fuck? Why? Who says that? I mean, it is. I suppose this is Elder Scrolls. I suppose people sometimes have the same name. I suppose. Anyway. Closely related, she said, with a cackle. We're the same person. Perhaps I can prepare you a potion in exchange for gold. I notice that you have in your possession a very fine diamond. The magical qualities of diamonds are boundless. Sorry, old woman. I ain't giving up. I ain't giving it up for magic. It was trouble enough stealing this one, said Oyed. I've got a fence will trade for gold. But your fence will demand a certain percentage, will he not? What if I give you a potion of invisibility in exchange? In return for that diamond, you could have the means to steal many more. A fair exchange of those, I would say. It would be, but I have no gold to give you, said Oriad. I'll take what remains of the diamond after I've made the potion, said Arbel. If you took it to the Mages Guild, you'd have to supply all the other ingredients and pay for it as well. But I learned my craft in the wild, where no potion makers existed to dissolve diamonds into dust. When you must do it all by hand, by simple skill. You are blessed with remnants. You're blessed. What? I was like, when you must do it by hand, by simple skill, you are blessed with remnants. Those fool potion makers at the guild simply swallow up. What a waste! That sounds very nice, said Nimrith. But how do we know your potion is going to work? If you make one potion, take the rest of Olia's diamond and leave, we won't know until you've gone whether the potion works or not. Trust is so rare these days, sighed Arabelle. I suppose I could make 2 potions for you, and there'd still be a little bit of the diamond left for me. Not a lot, but perhaps enough to get me to Alderaan. Fucking. Then you could try the first potion right here and now, and see if you're satisfied or not. But, I interjected, you could make one potion that works and one that doesn't, and take more of the diamond. Just don't give her ideas. She could even... Wait, this is still quotation marks. Yeah. She could even give you a slow-acting poison. And by the time she got to Alderaan, you'd be dead. Bleeding Kinnereth, you Dunmer suspicious? I would hardly have any diamonds left. But I could make 2 potions of 2 doses. What? I could make 2 potions of 2 doses each, so you could satisfy yourself that the potion works and has no negative effects. If you still don't trust me, come along with me to my table and witness my craft if you like. Not that we know what the fuck you're doing. So it was decided that I would accompany Abel back to her table. I'm sorry, hold on. What's the relationship between the narrator and Obadiah and Nimrith? I think it really says. No, it doesn't really say. So it was decided that I would accompany Abel back to her table, where she had all her travelling bags full of herbs and minerals to make certain that she was not making 2 different potions. It took nearly an hour of preparation, Jesus Christ, really. But she kindly allowed me to finish her half-filled flagon of wine while I watched her work. Splittering the diamond and powdering the pieces required the bulk of the time. Yeah, I suppose diamond is pretty hard to grind down when you think about it. True. What with it not being able to be, scratched by anything other than diamond, I don't know how you would actually do that. What do I know? Anyway. Wait, how do you grind out a diamond? I kind of want to look it up now. Anyway, I won't. Sorry. Where was I? Pounding to pieces required the bolt of her time. Over and over again, she waved her gnarled hands over the gem, intoning ancient enchantments, breaking the facets of the stone into smaller and smaller pieces. Separately, she made pastes of minced bitter green, crushed red bulbs of... What the fuck is that? Dale Acro Spay? Okay. And driblets of Sincelio wine? Oil. Sorry, oil. I finished the wine. Okay, neither of those... bitter green, I think, is in Morrowind. I don't think those other two things are actually in Morrowind at all. So, whatever. Old woman, I finally said with a sigh. How much longer is this going to take? I'm getting tired of watching you work. The Mages Guild has fooled the populace into thinking alchemy is a science, she said. But if you're tired, rest your eyes. Uh-oh. My eyes closed, seemingly of their own volition. But there had been something in that wine. Something that made me do what she asked. Oh, shit. I'm in trouble. Who's talking? She's talking. I think I'll make up the potion as cakes. It's not much more potent that way. It's much more potent that way, sorry. Now tell me, young man, what will your friends do once I give them the potion? Mug you in the street afterwards to retrieve the rest of the diamond, I said simply. I didn't want to tell the truth, but there it was. I thought so, but I wanted to be certain. You may open your eyes now. I opened my eyes. Abel made a small presentation on a wooden platter, 2 small cakes and a silver cutting knife. Pick up the cakes and bring them to the table, said Abel. And don't say anything, except to agree with whatever I say. I did as I was told. It was a curious sensation. I didn't really mind being her puppet. Of course, in retrospect, I resented, but it seemed perfectly natural at the time to obey without question. Abel handed the cakes to Oriad, and I dutifully verified that both cakes were made the same way. She suggested that he cut one of the cakes in half, that she would take one piece, and he'd take the other, just so that he would know that they worked and weren't poisoned. Oriad thought it was a good idea and used Arabelle's knife to cut the cake. Arabelle took the piece on the left and popped it in her mouth. Oriad took the piece on the right and swallowed it more cautiously. Arabelle and all the bags she was carrying vanished from the sight almost instantly. Nothing happened to Oriad. Why did it work for the witch and not for me? Cried Ariel. Because the diamond dust was only on the left-hand side of the blade, said the old alchemist through me. Through me? I felt her control lessened as the distance grew, as she hurried invisibly down the dark Alderan street away from the rat and pot. We never found Albel Chitrit, or the diamond. Whether she completed her pilgrimage to Alderan is anyone's guess. The cakes had no effect, except to give Alderan a bad case of droops that lasted nearly a week. Droops, do you mean like bad time in the toilet? I assume that's what that meant. Well, that was The Cake and the Diamond by Aldereth Milru. This has been another reading of the Elder Scrolls. But for now, my name is Leo, and I will see you next time.